2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 1. There was a famine during David's reign that lasted for 3 years. So David asked the Lord about it, and the Lord said, "The famine has come because Saul and his family are guilty of murdering the Gibeonites." Verse 2. So the king summoned the Gibeonites. They were not part of Israel, but were all that was left of the nation of the Amorites. The people of Israel had sworn not to kill them, but Saul, in his zeal for Israel and Judah, had tried to wipe them out. Verse 3. David asked them, "What can I do for you? How can I make amends so that you will bless the lost people again?" Verse 4. Well, money can't settle this matter between us and the family of Saul. The Gibeonites replied, "Neither can we demand the life of anyone in Israel." "What can I do then?" David asked. "Just tell me, and I will do it for you." Verse 5. Then they replied, "It was Saul who planned to destroy us, to keep us from having any place at all in the territory of Israel." Verse 6. So let 7 of Saul's sons be handed over to us, and we will execute them before the Lord at Gibeon, on the mountain of the Lord. "All right," the king said, "I will do it." Verse 7. The king spared Jonathan's son, Mephibosheth, who was Saul's grandson, because of the oath David and Jonathan had sworn before the Lord. Verse 8. But he gave them Saul's 2 sons, Ammoni and Mephibosheth, whose mother was Rizpah, daughter of Aiah. He also gave them the 5 sons of Saul's daughter, Merab, the wife of Adrai, son of Bezaliah from Meholah. Verse 9. The men of Gibeon executed them on the mountain before the Lord. So all 7 of them died together at the beginning of the barley harvest. Verse 10. Then Rizpah, daughter of Aiah, the mother of the 2 of the men, spread bullock on a rock and stayed there the entire harvest season. She prevented the scavengers' bird from tearing at their bodies during the day and stopped wild animals from eating them at night. Verse 11. When David learned what Rizpah, Saul's concubine, had done. Verse 12. He went to the people of Jabesh Gilead and retrieved the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan. When the Philistine had killed Saul and Jonathan on Mount Gilboa, the people of Jabesh Gilead stole their bodies from the public square at Beth-shan, where the Philistines had hanged them. Verse 13. So David obtained the bones of Saul and Jonathan, as well as the bones of the men the Gibeonites had executed. Verse 14. Then the king ordered that they be buried. They buried the bones in the tomb of Kish, Saul's father, at the town of Zillah, in the land of Benjamin. After that, God ended the famine in the land. Verse 15. Once again, the Philistines were at war with Israel, and when David and his men were in the thick of battle, David became weak and exhausted. Verse 16. Ishbenom was the descendant of the giant. His bronze spearhead weighed more than 7 pounds, and he was armed with new sword. He had cornered David and was about to kill him. Verse 17. But Abishai, son of Zeruiah, came to David's rescue and killed the Philistine. Then David's men declared, "You are not going out to battle with us again. Why risk snuffing out the light of Israel?" Verse 18. After this, there was another battle against the Philistines at Gob. As they fought, Sibbecai from Hushai killed Saph, another descendant of the giant. Verse 19. During another battle at Gob, Elhanan, son of Jair, from Bethlehem killed the brother of Goliath of Gath. The handle of his spear was as thick as weaver's beam. Verse 20. In another battle, while the Philistine at Gath, they encountered a huge man with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot, 24 in all. who was also a descendant of the giant. Verse 21. But when he defied and taunted Israel, he was killed by Jonathan, the son of David's brother Shimeah. Verse 22. These 4 Philistines were descendants of the giants of Gath, but David and his warriors killed them. Amen.